Next three questions is from Super Smash 99. His first question is for Lisa. How do you feel about the 2-on-2 tag stipulation for the women's title? She, he, she, it, her, whatever. Focus. She replies with, sounds like fun, really, if you ask me, which you are. I'm not doing a giggle. But really, I think it's all in my favor. I've been tag teaming for a long time now, and I'm a 2-time tag team champion with my dad. So who's to say I can't win this as well? Yeah, who's to say? I ain't complaining. I wouldn't mind her as a women's champion. She's come a long way. Certainly, suddenly finding herself in singles competition, she's, unlike Tails, adapted very quickly to the situation. So I see good things for her in the future, and maybe, perhaps, possibly, the women's championship at the Rumble. But you never know. Next question is for Tails. Why did you and the anti-heroes attack Aki and Mario when you really should be attacking Knuckles? Tails answers that with, if there's one thing you don't give me, you don't do, it's give me advice on what I should be doing. Don't believe for one moment that Knuckles' attacks on Smashdown were not Dr. Eggman's plan all along. He's always been sly and sneaky. Why would he not be behind this attack? The whole of Raw is to blame for their actions, and so they will be punished. Yeah, at this stage I'm going to be neutral ground because I'm with Tails on this decision that it is Eggman's fault. They shouldn't be attacking the whole of Raw necessarily, but we all have our suspicions, of course. But I'm going to be middle ground. I'm going to say, okay, Knuckles is the only one to blame. But how do we know that he didn't consult with Eggman? How do we know this isn't a big setup or something? But I don't know. It's a real head scratcher, that one. But I'm just gonna leave an open mind for that one, and we'll see what happens as things develop. But I'm not going to take away from anyone else's opinions, so believe what you want to believe. Moving on. Final question is for Bart. Dr. Eggman said that he found black clothing in your locker room that belongs to the Masked Man. Do you have a side of the story? And if so, please tell me your side of the story. His reply to that, his side of the story, shall we say, is, it's simple. People have said that I'm in contact with this masked person, and I am. So he keeps his clothes in my locker, just in case, so he does not get found out so easy. He's not that dumb as some people think he is right now. I don't know if that's another clue or not, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. This whole thing about Eggman saying that Bart is the Masked Man, again, I'm not a firm believer of that. This could be just him mixing the pot, shall we say. Just bad substance to get involved in. Anyway, our last two questions, it would seem the first one is from Samlock. He asked Mario, how do you feel about the anti-hero's actions on Raw? Mario replies with, uncalled for. There was no need for that outburst. We have already said that Knuckles is the person that needs to be targeted, not us. Yes, I'll agree with Mario with, they don't need to attack the whole of Raw. Maybe go after Eggman, because it might just get him to really show his feelings that it either was or isn't him that is causing a ruckus on Smashdown as well. I don't know. Let's just not think about that until we get to the actual show. But still, it's nice to be thinking about it and keeping on track and everything. Yeah. And our final question of the night is from Worms 1989. One last question left is from Manic. Why did you want the tag team titles instead of the YouTube title? Is Astroth a good choice for being your tag team partner? Manic's reply to this is, remember, Link has the YouTube title in his sights. Why take that away from him? Plus, me and Astroth proved to be a hell of a challenge, Sadly for us right now, however, he's been put on the injury list after that crash and burn in the table match we had. But he's getting recovered real fast, of course. As for me right now, I'm looking to win the Mascot Rumble. We don't want the anti-heroes winning that as well. No, we don't. He's very right on that, and he's very right with the injury. Astro's just been having a few back problems after he got somehow suplexed off the top rope through the table. And the ring didn't collapse, so yay for that. Unlike in another show that ruins the main event afterwards. But, yeah, I'll shut up again about that. But, yeah, Astrov is making a steady recovery from back issues. And when he returns, I'm pretty sure he'll have a bit of revenge to hand out in the form of his fists for Dimension X, but we will see for that, for sure. And I think that just about concludes this episode of Ask the Roster. And yeah, it's been quite magical here for this 9th episode. What am I saying? I'm being too corny now. This is not Disney. But yeah, a lot of things have been unraveled or continue to be mystified. But we'll discover more of these stories on the next episode of Smashdown, which is to come up very soon. So yes, but probably before that I'll be doing some more Let's Plays of Day of Reckoning 2. But until then, I will see you all, and we might do something special for episode 10, so keep your eyes peeled on the ASF forum, which will be in a link in the description about all the details about if I do decide to do anything special for the 10th After Roster episode, and if I do, you'll see it there. So I'll see you guys later.